Now then, welcome back to another episode of Nebson on the Madlands. And today, here I am, trying to finish off the tower. I've done a little bit of detail work you might be able to see. I can't optify it in because it's not installed for the snapshot. But the snapshot, we got the horses. Even though I lost my Nelly, I still got the diamond armor. And Ego managed to get some horses back, and it looks like Ego's managed to get donkeys back, and different breeds of horses and all sorts back here now. So I've pretty much got my pick of what horse type I want. But I put my diamond armor on this horsey here. One of the first ones Ego brought back. Ego deserves the diamond armor, so I've let him have it. He won the race back. I lost my Nelly, but there'll be another. The next server I'll have a better horse. The best horse of all. So let's get on with it. Now, Andy has informed me that I should check my tower out, and I have a feeling that he has pranked me. Should probably start recording. Yes, I am recording. I thought let's start decorating. I see pumpkins. I see pumpkins. Pumpkin wearing freak has left me some presents. 2 of 31. 3 of 31. So, taking into consideration that I pulled a radio prank on the Utopia server upon my friend Lewis, who has now joined the Madlands. Awesome. Nice to have him on board for vanilla. Ready for the new server start. Well, just a second. Andy has left me these pumpkins, and he's named them all out of 31. So I know there's 31 pumpkins to find. And I know it was Andy, because it's pumpkins, and he's the pumpkin-wearing freak. But let's just go back a little. Let's just take it just this little way back. Let's begin at the beginning. Down. Number 1. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. And just up here, number 4, number 5, number 6, me back up, thank you, number 6, then we move on to number 7, 8 and 9, 7, 8, 9, then we go on to 10, 11, 12. Then we move on to 13, 14, 15. 13, 14, 15. And then we've got 15 again. Andy. Really? So 15, 16, 17, 18. And 18. Okay, so we're up to 18 apparently. See what this one is. This one is 20. And that one is 19. So we're still a little bit out, but we'll go with the 19 now. There we go. 20. And can I get up this time? Don't go too far. Oh, I'm on 1 life. Best eat something. So that was 20. We've now got 23, 22. 22 turned into a snow golem. I've got snow around here, Andy. Don't you understand? Okay, you've got it. Fine. Where's 21 then? So, okay, there's 22, 23. So 21 must be one of those up there. 23. There's 2 more up there. 24, okay, 24. I'll just clean them all up and see what's left afterwards. See if there is anything left afterwards. Give me that. I don't know what number this is. It's on the other side of the sign. And that one over there. 26. Well, I can't say it's a very long cleanup, can I? 27, 28. Okay. Are those meant to be there? Did I put them there? I think I may have put them there. Let's just get rid. Can I... Boink. Oh, 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 oh. Nearly killed myself. Right. Any others here? So there's still a couple that I haven't seen yet. I wonder where we put them. There's that one that's a snow golem, which could potentially be of some use to me. Hey, you. Will you give me all your snow? Why, thank you. Come on then. Up. There you go. And out. I do have a snow block that I can fill that up with. Was it meant to be a snow block? I think so. Give me your snow. Help me build my little snow castle at the top here. Uh-oh. Darn it. Oh. Oh. Now it gets worse, you see. Now there's a problem. Oh. Okay. Right, well, that's something at least. Now what I need to do is strip this place back down to its bare essentials to get my bearings again, because I've been off hunting for the horses. So I'm going to, well, for start, do you burn? I think you burn. Okay, and yeah, that's about the cleanup. There's probably a few more that I'll find, but I'm going to have a good look around now. I'm going to have a good check about. Go on, you can do it. Go on, yep, good. No, I can't get that. Fine. Yeah, I'll have a good cleanup, and then I will get my bearings again. I'm going to clear out everything that isn't set in stone. There's a few, there's an idea over here, there's an idea over there, there was an idea there, and there's an idea here. And I think I'm going to rip them all down so that I can see which idea I want. And then I'll get it built back up onto the top area until I'm up to the next level, another ender pearl up. And then I'll be right back in a sec. Damn creepers. Okay, so here's where we're at. One of these corners I had a go at, and I quite like the result. Let's see if I can find it. Which one was it? This one. This one, I quite like the result that I got from the shaping of the corner. I do think I need to bring it down a touch more, though, and I never really had the option before, so there we go. So it ends up following a bit of a contour around the place. Now I filled that with snow, should I say, and I want to make sure that I get the same shape on all sides. So to start off with, there's the double angle there, yeah, and these bits are all covered, so we'll cover all these, so you can't see any of the wood. I don't really know why I put wood there. I think it was to add a bit of form to it. And yeah, that side's done. This one's done. Right, so then we've got one at that level there, and then a diagonal across. So one at the same level there. Okay, we'll do that on all of them. So one at the same level there, and then diagonal across like that. And we'll build it up from the ground up. So one there. And this way we should keep things very much in keeping. What? Oh, I haven't done that there. So that needs doing as well up the top. This one will be there, there, there. Yeah, I'm determined to get this project finished, at least to some stage, before the Madlands closes its doors. And we move on to the new server. Well, not new server, but new map. You know what I mean? The new look Madlands. I think it's going to be real fun when we get down to it, doing what we do best on the Madlands and having lots of fun. We've invited lots of new people to give us video responses, and we've had a fair few good video responses already. Had a good few video responses that I'm very pleased that people have taken up the opportunity to send us video responses. I, for one, am very grateful to those that have taken the time. And while I can't guarantee everybody a spot, I can say, in all honesty, that we would like to see, well, I would like to see a lot of players on the Madlands server. So if people are halfway decent, I'm probably going to be voting them yes, and that'll be my vote, because the way I see the Madlands going, we've had problems in the past where we haven't had a lot of players who are active at the right times of day. We're spread out across continents here, and that can be problematic for getting people to feel like the server's busy all the time, because indeed it isn't busy all the time. We got there 3. So the way I look at it, I think we should have like 3 time zones to consider, and those time zones would be then like, let's say 10 hours of a day, and those 10 hours of the day would end up having say 10 players from each time zone. Some players can obviously play more, some players can play less, but with 10 players in each time zone, there's be like 30 players on the server, and we've only got about 17 at the minute. Oh, great. We've only got about 17 at the minute, and they're not exactly active. So I reckon we should get a load of new players in, just so that at all times of the day the server could potentially have a couple of people on it. And by a couple of people, I mean a couple of people playing, a couple of people recording, or a couple of people just playing for the sake of playing and not actually having anything to record. Just building up projects, doing things off camera. I would like to see a lot more YouTube videos coming out from the Madlands, because I do like watching Madlands videos. I like to see, well, yeah, I like to see myself, my builds and my projects in someone else's video. I think that's awesome. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I've got this great, huge, big white tower overlooking these 2 areas where we're recording, just to make sure that I get something out there in every video. Okay, so I'll continue this conversation in a moment. I think I've got all the edges done the way I want, so I'm going to clear up all the dirt and get back up the top. I think I know when one of the other pumpkins went. I think he walked off. Couldn't even stay put to make the prank work. Yeah, he might be going over to prank Ego. And I've got this spider. Can you hear him? Yeah, there he is. But I'm not sure exactly where he is right now. I think he's possibly in my basement. So I'm going to go and find him. Get that out of the way. I think he's probably down here somewhere. Although that should be well lit, really. Unless Andy's hidden something down there. But Andy's hidden another couple of pumpkins in there. I wouldn't be surprised, really, if he has, because, well. Come on then, where are you? Yeah, there you are. How did you get in here, though? Because it's not exactly dark in here, is it? It's not dark under here. It's well lit. I left it well lit. I suppose they could have spawned just here. I suppose that could be the case, yeah. Most likely. Scenario was that. I bought some torches. Good. So I'll just light that up. I don't want annoying spiders down here. But no sign of any more pumpkins down here. So Andy didn't hide them down here. I wonder if he hid them somewhere else. And that's why the counting experiment failed numeracy, or he hid some over somewhere else as well, and not just here. Just pranking my tower is one thing. I found all those, I think. But pranking somewhere else, I'm not so sure. Anyway, back on with the Madlands. Go on. Thank you. I think that we should have more players. Yeah, that's why we've got the advertising out there. To get more players. More players, that's what we need. Lots and lots. Just so the server's virtually always busy. No other reason, just to keep the server nice and busy all the time. Get that, and get that. I don't need this dirt anymore. So, how are we going to do it? How are we going to make that happen? How are we going to make the Madlands a nice busy place? Well, the only way I can see is if those time zones get split out nicely so that there's always plenty of opportunity for people to be on. And then if there's only 2 or 3 people from each time zone on at a time, we've still got a busy server. About that, yeah. Whether or not the other guys will see it that way, I don't know yet. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. I just knew it. I don't know why I tried to do it that way. Because I wanted to get the snow block back, I think. Whereas really, I should just break the snow blocks. I can always get more snow. Right, so here we're working on getting the floor right so that we can move on up to the next area and bring these walls up. I'm still not 100% sure on how these walls are going to go together, but I do have an idea at least still of curving it around a bit, but I don't want it to be too curved because, to be honest, I didn't intend to have this tower looking remotely like a penis. But it is starting to take that sort of shape the way I've done it, and it's definitely not what my legacy should be on the Madlands. The last thing I built here was a big white penis in the sky. But now I've said it, and I've said it on video, I very much doubt that I'll live that down. So maybe I'll edit that out, or maybe you're seeing it right now. And if you're seeing it right now, it means that I just don't care. It's fine. Call it a big giant white penis. Call it Nemson's big giant white penis. It's fine. I don't care. It's alright. I can handle it. Get the axe on the go. Right. So now we're back to this square. It's quite a nice fitting area. I don't like these. Oh, textures. I don't like these things. I've decided they don't look right. The whole lot in the floor doesn't look right either, but at least that's better because you've got to ender pearl through it. And I think it's more about what the overall look is rather than the practicalities of it. At the minute, I don't really need to worry about practicalities, do I, guys? You're not going to be concerned about practicalities, are you? You're not expecting that much of me, surely? The server's nearly over. I'm just trying to finish up a project for you guys. Oh, yes, I managed to make a circle. Wow. Right, put some of those away. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Put some spare food in there. Okay. And empty some of this out. Get rid of that chest. So, yeah, so I think that I will be voting with my instinct that I want to have a lot of new players just joining the Madlands, so that however inactive some players are, the active players will more than make up for it, and there'll always be something going on, which in turn will probably get other people off being inactive and being active with us and playing a lot on the server, just because everyone else is. It's because it's something that everyone's doing and they want to be a part of that. That's a good thing. We want to get people to want to play on the Madlands. And the video responses, they're coming in nicely. They're still all good. Still pretty pleased with how all that's working. What do you reckon to having it like that? Just enough to ender pearl through a slot, and most likely to land on a slot. Yeah. Yeah. I think so. Oh, how did I miss that one? Right. So back on with finishing the tower off. We're all nice and cleaned up and sorted, and this is a nice space. Whether I leave it open or not, do I? It's a quick ender pearl down, that's nice. But I considered it a sealed room. So I've got to do something with a sealed room, and I'm thinking along the lines of continuing the birch look up again through it. And I also think that these white snowy bases here need to start flowing into something else as well. So there the actual walls start there. What exactly? I'm not 100% yet. Maybe we throw those up through the inside and have a sort of a 1 block snow on the point there. 1 block snow just on the inside. But we have wood going up through. Maybe even put the nether brick steps up towards the top as well. That might work. Let's definitely put those on the corners. That's for definite. We want those. From what I've seen of the video responses so far, a lot of MRTV contestants who have still stayed in touch with me and Ego have applied, which is excellent, because a lot of those guys were fun to work with, and hopefully they'll get on the Madlands and they'll be fun to work with again. We've got plans already for what we want to do on the Madlands in the next season when the map restarts, but I'm not sure how the MRTV guys will fit in with those plans. So I'm not 100% like absolutely. I think we should definitely have those guys join the server, because I don't know if it'll sort of like rock the boat a little bit of what we've got planned. We've got a few cool things planned, and I don't want to spoil those ideas by inviting people who are thinking that they're just going to come and just join in with what we're doing. They're still, like, Ego and I, we're good friends, and we play on the Madlands a fair bit together. Maybe not so much me these days, as I've got the Utopia server as well, but as you've seen from the videos, I still get plenty of time on the server in the Madlands, and that has been with Ego most of the time. And Andy's now joined us, and Andy's done a bit of solo work, and I've done a bit of solo work, and Ego's done a bit of solo work, but we're still sort of around the same area, and we're still doing the same things together. So we're still having a lot of fun. I don't really want to say nobody else can join us, because that wouldn't be very fair, would it? But we've got plans for the next thing, the Three Amigos. We wanted to continue that theme, and I want to just be considerate that that might not be the case. If we get some other MRTV contestants from the series coming in thinking that we're just going to play whatever they want to do all the time. It's a difficult thing for me to say, for me to consider, really. Because you never know where it's going to go. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, who's going to get on? We don't know yet. It could be that the MRTV contestants nobody votes for them. I really couldn't say. I don't know. I don't know how the other Madlanders are feeling, and there's a lot more Madlanders than there are MRTV involvees. Have I really run out of wood? Yes, I have. Okay, well, let's test this out then. Boink. Yeah, there's a few people like me, Ego, and Andy who know some of the guys that have applied fairly well, and we will probably all say yes, they should be on the server with us. We enjoyed having them as. Oh, don't! Oh, you git. Well, as I was saying, we'll probably enjoy having them on the server and playing again, doing stuff with them. But the other Madlands team, they may not like their videos. They may not like their way of commentating. They may not like them, and they may not get voted on. Which means some of them may, some of them may not. I think they all should get on, really. I mean, to be honest, if I didn't have to limit how many people came on, I mean, it's got to be limited. We can't just say everybody welcome, because that would just be ridiculous. We've got to say, right, well, we've got let's say 20 applications. Let's pick 10 of them. That's going to be a tough decision to make, and not having to make it all ourselves is going to be one of the things that happens. Everybody's going to have a vote on the Madlands, so everybody takes the responsibility for those that they leave behind, in a way. That the one, you see what I mean? We don't want to turn anyone away, but at the same time, we can't accept everybody. So it's going to be tough decisions that we're going to end up making a lot of the time to try and get the right people on the server. And oh, I've done it again, haven't I? Oh. Okay, I need to rethink that design, don't I? Because that's twice. It's just not right. I need to rethink the design. What can I do to make it more likely to hit that ender pearl shot every time, first time, nice and easy? I don't want to put strings. And what's happened to my tower? Where's the rest of it gone? I would say that's a big creeper explosion. What's happened? Come back, please. Come back. Oh. 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 Ah, there it is. Well, let me scoop all my stuff up. And I think I'll probably take a little break, and I'll be back with you in a sec. Alright, so I've got a little bit of a funny shape there. I don't know if you can tell from over here, from this angle, but I can tell. I've got an extra couple of blocks of snow to remove to even that out. And I also think down that centre bit just there I need snow as well. And then I'm figuring it should be a square on top, an actual like castle shape on top. And I'll probably make it more like netherrack, an actual, not netherrack, nether brick, actual nether brick, like fortress type structure at the top, proper tower top. Let's go over here. And I think that will then finish the job off. I'm calling it a job. It was a great build, and I'm glad I've done it. And I think I'm nearly there. A square tower at the top is a bit of a cop-out, I feel. I feel like I'm doing myself out of the great mystical, magical tower that could be. Get away, zombie. I don't really want to play right now. I'm not in the right actual health to be able to fight you. Yeah, most definitely that way around. Oh, feels bad. Yep, it most certainly was. Yeah, I like it. I like it. There's something I should do about this edge here as well, and I'm going to build a big square on the top. Where's my food? Oh, there's my food. I've died that many times. I don't know where anything is on the bar anymore. Right, so... yeah, I could do with finishing it off around the bottom edge, and I could do with building a square-ish tower. Now, of course, I don't want to do just a square box, so it's not likely to be just a square box. So I'm going to add some details into it, but I'm going to play around with that off camera now, and I would like to invite you to see my next episode on the Madlands, which is not going to be the last episode on the Madlands, but I plan to make it my penultimate on the Madlands, where I will do the final reveal on my tower. We will... oh, I missed a shot, didn't I? Final reveal on the tower, and a look back at all the great things that has happened on the Madlands, all the builds that I've done on the Madlands, and a bit of a nostalgic walk around the server before it gets deleted. Now, just so that I can do it, just to show that I can do it, aiming too close and vertical doesn't work. So I'm going to have to get into standing back a bit and aiming at the middle, and then just sloping it in. And it goes in first time, look. Now I'm happy with this. I'm happy with the inside of it. I think a little bit of greenery, maybe in the form of vines this time, will make those corners look good. And I'm planning on duplicating this floor basically across the top of the logs, so it looks like it's identical. That will also get rid of this, make everything... it'll virtually be total symmetry with a roof on the top, and then from the roof up I'll build my tower, big square tower, but I will add my own little features. So look forward to my next episode, which I will not be sticking to my Madlands schedule. My next episode will be finished tower and tour the server, and then there will be one final episode of this Madlands world map where me, Ego, and Andy have something special planned. We want to fight a wither boss. Might even spawn him right here. That's how much we care about the server. We want to go out with a big bang. We want to go down fighting. We want lots of explosions and excitement for our very final episode on this map before the server gets changed over.